Actually, trauma is not just a personal thing. There's a collective dimension to trauma that we all have been more or less been born into. And trauma is actually a very intelligent process. I think evolution developed it to keep us surviving. We all have been born into a field that is already pre-traumatized. So our nature knows, like our experience knows fragmentation as the norm. Trauma is most of the time being inflicted through inappropriate relation. And trauma is a kind of a numb process. The numbing that we know a lot, but maybe we are witnessing the least. So for many of us, when we might read the news, we might read it mentally, but we might not be able to really feel and connect and embody the information that we consume. My ability to respond to that is that I look for support. So then relation is the remedy. And then we see actually in our culture that there are societal issues that are actually trauma symptoms. Even the response to climate change. The past is spinning in us. Karma is in a way the condition that we have been born into that lays tracks in our life that run our life unconsciously. When climate change hits us harder and that is not being taken care of, that can be a pretty destructive process. The capacities that we have in our nervous system are extraordinary. And that's where I think that the mystical teachings and the scientific, the neuroscience, actually have a fantastic answer together. Shadow and trauma are co-investments. We invest in it together. The more conscious the community is and the more clear the community is, the less those unconscious dynamics can be amongst us. If we learn to listen to each other's intelligence and then create conscious mutuality, that's actually the practice of love. It's not your bad energy that triggers me, it's my trigger that I can own and learn to clarify, so then I'm more and more stable, and then I'm less and less affected by propaganda and cultural, fear triggers, because I'm more resting in myself. That's the only way how basically to restore our world.